Parasites. The word derives from the Greek word parasitos, meaning feeding beside. These creatures are virtually found in every environment or ecosystem, though they usually reside in subtropic or tropic areas. These creatures embody a relationship called symbiosis, a close relationship between two organisms. When you think of the word symbiosis, you'd expect both organisms to benefit off this relationship. However, only the parasite benefits off its host. Parasitoids are subspecies of parasites that are deadly to their hosts, though most of the time these parasites don't cause many issues besides being a minor annoyance. The parasite relies on the nutrients that the host provides, feeding off them in various ways. Take for example a flatworm, classified as an endoparasite. Endoparasites live inside of their host. The flatworm in particular lives inside the intestines, feeding off the host's partially digested food. Common hosts include livestock like cows or pigs. Another common subspecies is what we all know and love are ectoparasites that feed off the blood of their host, such as a flea or a lice. After establishing the relationship between a parasite and a host and talking about how they feed and live, what's the purpose of these creatures? Why do they simply exist to leech off a host animal? When it comes down to human health, parasites are very troublesome creatures, but in an environment, they hold significance. Anyone who's ever taken a biology class remembers learning about the food web. The food web is the connection between different species and populations of animals within an ecosystem. Species such as mammals or avians rely on parasites for a main food source, small bugs or lice. Without these parasites, these food sources become in decline, affecting the species overall. An amazing hypothetical situation to think about would be the disappearance of aphids. Aphids typically find themselves on cucumbers, roses, and tomatoes, some of their favorite plants to eat. However, if these creatures disappeared, while a gardener or farmer could benefit, ladybugs would not. On top of losing this primary food source of theirs, they'd also lose the symbiotic relationship they have with these plants. Another amazing example would be chimpanzees or other primates. Whenever they groom each other, they pick off parasites like fleas off each other's fur. This social bonding creates unity between the group and resolves conflicts. Even parasitoids hold importance in the ecosystem. They maintain population, especially within predatory species. Without parasitoids to kill and regulate the populations, predator species can become overpopulated, and that leads to rapid decline in prey species. A parasite-free world is essentially impossible to achieve unless it's under specific circumstances such as zoo enclosures, aquariums, or intense agricultural care. Even if these species did disappear, more animals and other insects would evolve to fill the spaces they'd left behind. Though small and overlooked, these species are far from insignificant. These precious parasites keep ecosystems and environments balanced.